It's time now for Coach's Comments. Coming to you live here from the I'm On Ice Arena after the Stars earned the 5-1 victory against the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders here tonight. I'm Joe Norman, joined by the head coach of the Stars, Rocky Russo, with the win here tonight. Rocky, a great start to the weekend and a lot to like from this one. What was the biggest thing that stood out to you about tonight's win?
I really felt like we were invested in our process tonight. We didn't make mistakes in vulnerable areas of the ice, right? We made one mistake early on. We iced the puck when all we had to do was take two more steps. But outside of that, we didn't turn too many pucks over at the red line or the blue line. We were forcing their D to turn their feet. We were forechecking pretty relentlessly. But what was most impressive today was our tracking. We were back checking and pressuring from the back with intent, and we played above them in transition. We were able to take the puck back through the neutral zone a number of times. Obviously, Mangan's breakaway goal is the result of BMO tracking back and picking their guy's pocket. But that's the type of effort that we haven't had early on in the year, and that's because our guys, the young guys, just don't understand how hard they have to work in this league to have success, and they're starting to figure that out. Things are trending in the right direction. Lucas Massey played fantastic tonight, made the saves when we needed him to make, and guys played tough. Obviously, BMO kind of gets jumped there a little bit, and he protects himself and ends up winning the fight, and then same kid goes and tries to jump Spinelli. That's probably not a good decision. But all in all, it's just, it's a good 60-minute effort from everybody on the bench.
This was a night where there was nothing for Cedar Rapids in the neutral zone. We've had nights where it's been tough for the Stars to get something going, but I mean, that had to be such, you mentioned right there, it had to be such a nice thing to see the way they just could not get a lot going in the neutral zone when they tried to attack in your end.
Yeah, I mean, we were putting some pressure on their D, and our D had really good gaps. And when our D have good gaps, then if they are going to try to make those plays, we're right there ready to break them up. And so I was so proud of the way the guys just kept their composure. Obviously, the goal at the end of the first period from Marty was huge. Great shot. The goalie never saw it. It's 14 inches off the ice, right where we're supposed to shoot it, and that was a big momentum shift for us going into the locker room.
He had a goal and an assist tonight. It looked like one of his most confident games of the season. What stood out about his play the most tonight?
We've been talking to him, and I just had a long conversation about it 2 days ago. I said, Marty, you've been really good defensively, right? You defend with your stick, you anticipate, but these are some areas where you need to get more confident. And it was pucks on his stick in the regroup and pucks on his stick at the offensive blue line. And so I thought he really took that to heart, and he took a great step today. I'm really proud of him.
Another goal for Keaton Peters. He's found his groove here. 5 goals now in the last 4 games, 2 from Jared Mangan. 2 of those leaders, 2 of those guys really expected to do this have really shown up lately, haven't they?
Those guys have to lead. They just have to. It's not an option for anybody else to step up. They're our leaders, and those guys have to be non-negotiable, our best players every night. And Mangs has been that way for the majority of the year. He's had a couple games where he didn't really push the pace, but for the most part, he's been that way. Keaton has been working hard. There's been no question that Keaton wants to win, and he competes and he works, but he took his game to another level. And the challenge today for our guys was, you think you're working hard, but there's more. There's more in there than you even realize, and you need to dig a little deeper. You need to find a little bit more. And that's been the message we're pushing to the guys, and they embraced it tonight, and they got rewarded for it.
Absolutely for that. Well, Rocky, enjoy this victory here tonight. We will talk to you again tomorrow ahead of Dubuque.
Thanks, Joel.
That's the head coach of the Stars, Rocky Russo, joining us after the Stars' 5-1 win against the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders. And that does it for our coverage of tonight's game. Lincoln victorious on the road here tonight. They'll look to go 2 for 2 on the weekend as they are at Dubuque, tomorrow night. It'll be the first matchup of the regular season series between those two teams. It'll be fun to take on a Dubuque team they've been playing well, but they did lose tonight. And who knows, this was a heck of an effort for the Stars, and all of a sudden they are trending in the right direction, as we talked about with their play over the last week and a half, looking to continue that with 2 more points tomorrow night. Thank you again for tuning in tonight, everyone. This has been Lincoln Stars Hockey here on Mixler and Flow Hockey.